What's up, everyone? Today, in this episode, we're going to do some touch-up. And a little bit of touching up to do on this before we start clear coating. Clear coating? Are we going to clear coat? I do believe we might clear coat. So we got some touching up to do. In the last episode, I thought I was going to be able to get that all squeezed in and do some touch up after cleaning and all that, but that video kind of ate up a lot of time because I wanted to really show a lot of what I was doing. So there was it really ate up a lot of time. So I figured we'll just make another one, and what we'll do is we'll get the playing field all touched up on this, and then we'll clear coat it, and then we'll McGuire it and wax the living heck out of it and get her all polished up and looking really nice. And if you're wondering, yeah, Lightning is sitting here next to it. You just finished watching that series on Lightning. So now we have this series going on Target Alpha, 1976 Gottlieb. Target Alpha. We've come quite a ways on this one. I don't even know how many episodes we're into this. I just keep filming and keep ending and starting and ending and starting. So I don't even know how many episodes are in Lightning. Because you'll finish watching it up and I haven't even finished posting them yet. So I'm finally able to get ahead on my videos where I'm actually completed with one and working on another while I'm posting the one I completed, just in case I do run into problems where before I didn't have time and I had to kind of record and post like the same night that I recorded. But now that I have more time, I'm doing more of these. Got quite a few of them done. Let's see, we finished up Flip Flop, we finished up Lightning, we finished up the Entertainer sitting over there, and now we're working on Target Alpha, and I have more projects sitting over there in the wings waiting. We have a couple solid states sitting there. There's I got to get to that Die Hard. Oh man, I don't know when I'm going to fit that one in. I kind of really like doing the pinball machines, but I think I'll fit that one in somewhere, get started on it. And there's two more EMs sitting back there. I got a couple Chicago coins, a couple real toilets to work on. And there's a Star Trek. Yep, Star Trek sitting back in there, which is another real toilet. We're getting them. Plus I have all the ones sitting in storage that I haven't even started getting those out of storage yet to bring over, because every time I start getting close I buy a bunch of crap and more toilets come in. But anyway, enough of that. Let's work on our purple here first. We'll get our purple done. And purple on our red, we only have a couple colors really to do. The purple, the red, and that stupid yellow. God, I hate yellow. I keep saying that. It's because I hate it. I can never match a yellow. But maybe we'll get lucky in this episode and I'll be able to match up some yellow. There's a little bit of black to put in here and there. You know, we'll fix some lines. Fix up some lines and maybe around some of the inserts. But first we're going to start with our boiple. We'll get our purple done. In anticipation of doing purple, I bought some purple. And let's see, I know we can rule that one out right away. Lilac. Yee. Oh, let's see what else we got here. There's just a regular purple. Too light. Let's see, how about some wild grapes? That one's not still too, you can see that in there, that's still way too light. What do we got here? How about, what the hell does that say? Oh, crocus. How about some crocus? Man, still too purple. You can tell that just by looking inside there. We have heather. Heather? I didn't even know heather was here. Nope. Too light. Boy, striking out here big time. Brilliant purple. No. How about purple rain? Purple rain, purple rain. No. No purple rain. Grape? I already did grape. Too light. This is the one I kind of liked. Mulberry. My God, mulberry looks pretty stinking good. Let's get that opened up. Our mulberry. What do you think? Let me go grab a brush. If I have one clean. Kinda. It's in the water. Oh, sorry. You know, looking at my foot. There, my foot. Okay, here you can look over at my computer and crap sitting over there. Okay, got a brush. Mulberry looks just a little dark. That's watery too. Let me shake that up some more. Man, it's like that one really separated. Come on. Bad thing about it is the purple, your colors are different color all over the playing field. You know, your purple could be a little darker down here and a little lighter up top, or vice versa. It's just the nature of how these pretty dark. Okay. Let me see if I can't mix up a concoction here, and we need to just lighten this up just a wee little bit. I don't want to put white in it, it'll wash it out. So I think I might go ahead and put just a dab of lilac in it and see if we can't just tone it down just a wee little bit. Now, this is what I come up with. I used my mulberry and I found some heather and put a little heather to it. mixture up. And you can see right there is where I touched it up, and it's pretty stinking close. Still just a touch dark. And I let it dry because I knew it would darken up when it dried. So I think I'm going to go with that. Now go ahead and get this all touched up all along in here with it, and we'll see how it looks. I think it's close enough. Or you think I should put a little more heather to it? No, I'm going to leave it the way it is. My luck, if I try and lighten it up, I'm going to screw it up. And I'll be starting all over again. Okay, let's see what kind of mess we can make. I always have problems mixing, but I am working at it and getting better and getting my colors matched up. I'll have to put more than one coat on. No, it's not cold. Coat of paint. Because I hate leaving gobs on there. Try and smooth it out. So it blends in a lot better. If it wasn't for these pry marks, we wouldn't have had to do anything at all to this Playfield. Ha! But you thought I was going to say playing field. So what's nice about acrylics is if you don't like it, you can clean it off before you clear coat, of course. Get this side done. Now go ahead and I'll do the other side. I don't think you need to watch me do all of it. You get the idea that we're just gonna touch up a little bit. touching up Playfields are, to me, one of the hardest things that you do. Everything else comes pretty easy, I think, anyway. But it's this that is the hardest to me. It's not the fact that you have to paint. Painting's not a problem. It's matching 45-year-old paint to make it look good. And there's, just because you get it matched up down here and looks good doesn't mean it's going to match and look good up top. Like I said, these Playfields kind of fading. At different rates, and you know, part of it may have been undercover, you know, or had something on it covering it up while it was being stored, so it didn't get as much light. So it didn't fade or darken as much as another area. Okay, I'll get this finished up and we'll move on to red. Now for the red, I took some just a regular red and some sherry and mixed them up a little bit and got this. And it's a little light when you put it on, but that's what you want because it darkens up as it dries. Once it's dry, it darkens up. So I think that's going to work out pretty good for us as well. And then we'll be down, once I get the red in, and we'll be down to that nasty yellow. Man. So I'll be working on that for a while before I bring you back and show you what I come up with on the yellow. I know somebody's out there saying, yeah, well, yellow's so easy. Well, not for me. That's one of my hardest colors to mix, is yeller. So let me get that filled in, get all of our crap filled in for our red, and then we'll move on to black. I'll do the black. Finally, I think I got some yellow that's pretty close anyway. I took my bright yellow and some primary yellow, which has a little bit of orange to it, and you can see that this is what I come up with. Let me switch hands here a little bit. Now I've already done a bunch of this, but the first coat I put on this was pretty orange, and I wanted to lighten it up just a little bit more. So I mixed up a new batch and didn't put as much primary yellow in it as I did the first time. So we do have a nice coating down on there. Covered up the bare wood, and then I can go ahead and lighten it up with a nice coat on the top, and maybe we can get it to lighten up just a little bit. Now it'll darken up a little bit as it dries. Now here where I can see where I went through, I had to scrub that pretty hard and didn't realize it, but I kind of went through. Now there, what I'm going to do is I will take some paint and just kind of rub it all over the place like so. And I'll take my paper towel and I'll just wipe it off, and as you can see, it kind of makes a lot of it go away. You know, it's not great, but it does work pretty good. You can let it dry and do it again. All you're doing is actually just kind of coloring the bare wood that's down in there. Kind of get it worked down in there, and then we'll wipe it off. And now it just looks like it's got some swirls left in it. Alright, and I'm gonna touch up my yellow a little bit more. I did my black, all the black's done. The purple, you know, it's on there. The red didn't turn out too bad, but it's still, it'll look nice once we get it all clear coated and buffed out real nice. So I'll go ahead and get the rest of my yellow done up, and then we can start clear coating. All the touch-up is done. The only thing I'm not happy with is my purple. It'll look a little blotchy. You won't notice it a whole lot with the apron on it, but the red, not too bad. And actually, the best was the yellow, which surprised the hell out of me, because you know how much I love yellow. Okay, I have one coat of clear coat on it, and I've steel wooled it down. My first coat, I always use the first coat just to fill in, you know, as many of the cracks and imperfections as I can. You know, they're not going to be pristine when you're done, or when I'm done. It's just going to be a really nice looking playfield. You know, because there's still, you know, by the stuff that was on it, it really surprises me how nice it did clean up. I have 2 more coats of clear to put on it. The second coat I'll put on a little heavier to really start building up some of these areas. I got mostly all the little cracks filled in with the first coat. That's what they want to, I guess well, it's not really planking, it's just the paint's cracking. I don't know, maybe you do call it planking, I don't know. But it's going to look nice when it's done. Like I said, I covered up my drop targets since I already cleaned them, I don't want them all covered with goop. So I'll put another coat of clear on it, and then I will steel wool it again. That'll bring it down a little bit more, and it'll fill in a lot more of these other little imperfections. I mean, you don't have to get them all. This isn't a museum piece. This is just going to be a really nice playing machine that can be enjoyed. But 2 more coats of clear on it. Like I said, I'll put another coat on it, and I'll steel wool it down, knock all the little nubbies off of it, and then I'll clear coat it again, and steel wool it again, and then we can buff it out. And it'll polish up really nice. The clear coat I use a brush-on clear coat, water base, so it cleans up really easy. That's the best part of it, and can be taken off if need be, to be repaired again, touched up again. But I want to get enough clear coat on it that it's going to protect all the artwork that's left on it, for years and years to come. So let me get busy. I'll get another coat of clear on this, and I'll get it steel wooled, and I'll show you again after the second coat. Maybe it's still it'll look pretty much the same as what it does now, only it'll be a little thicker and cloudy again. Yeah, I told you it wouldn't change. We got 3 coats of clear on here. Now, the way I do it with a brush-on clear coat, you're not going to get the dramatic results that you would with the spray-on auto finish, but what I do is just enough to, we get it all covered and sealed up to protect what paint we do have on it. And right now that's just the goal. This isn't a collector's item. This is just going to be, like I've said before, just a nice, great playing machine. And it'll be enjoyed an awful lot. So now, what's up next is we're gonna Meguiar glaze coat it, and then I'll wax the living tar out of it. So I'm gonna set you up, and I'm just gonna do this little area right in here. This is the guy's head and some of him, and just so we can see what it's gonna look like when it's done, because I think it'll come out good. I mean, it looks 10 times better now than what it did when we first started. It's clean. We don't have all that, whatever it was. I still think it was creosote that was on it, not mildew or anything like that. It was just creosote. And once we got all that up, the colors came back, and I'm still not happy. Here, I'm still going to keep showing it to you because I'm not happy with it. And if I got to look at it, you got to look at it too. Alright, I'm going to set you up, and we're going to do a little area right here and see what it looks like once it's all polished up. Now the fun begins. Like I said, Meguiar's Mirror Glaze. You can do this with a machine, with a buffer, but I've always preferred doing this type of stuff by hand. A lot of times you can't get a buffer in some of these places. A little hard on your arms, but I just think you get a better result. I know you're not going to be able to tell what it looks like until I pull the camera down. Red. Well, I'm not gonna, it's gonna be hard to see. There it is. Get some light on it. And go from that to that. All right, I'm gonna finish doing this, and after I mirror glaze the whole thing, ultra finish polish 205. After I get it all mirror glazed, I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like after the mirror glaze, and then we'll wax it up. That's what it looks like finished up. I figured I'd dress it up a little bit and throw some lights in it, and still got that one socket here that's ignorant. I have to clean that up some more. There we go. Okay, now, like I said, I pulled all the plugs out of my light sockets, put some lights in and all that, and that's what she looks like. It turned out, you know, okay, compared to what it was. It's 100% better than what it was. I went ahead and tried starting the game. It kicked our targets up, but it's really acting stupid, so we got a lot of troubleshooting to do on this one before it's ready to be played. Which is okay. We like doing troubleshooting. Troubleshooting is fun. It's like reading is fundamental. Troubleshooting is fundamental. We troubleshoot the pinball machines. But I think it turned out good. I'm pretty pleased with it. Like I said, you know, it could be better, could be worse. And yes, I'll still show you my crap. Yeah, there. Yeah, I know, I look at it every time. But too late to do anything. Well, it's not too late, but that's it. It is what it is. That's what it's going to be like. That's the only bad spots down there. Just don't look at that. There. The red, it's pretty good. The yellow turned out really good, which really surprises the hell out of me. Now it gives me confidence to mix up some more yellow. But I think that's it for this video. In the next episode, we're going to start reassembling and getting our Playfield all put back together so we can start doing some troubleshooting and get this little sucker working. I'm going to put some foam here where it was to begin with for the back glass, so it doesn't rattle. But okay, that's it for this episode. If I keep looking at stuff, I'm going to keep talking. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. So until next time, come on, get down here. There you go, right up there at him. See ya.